Jam is in 3 weeks, so in case you're not aware. And if you want to score high, I suggest that you pay attention to what I'm going to be saying in this video. When it was my turn, I scored 292, but I can promise you that it is easier now to score a higher score than I did because of the upcoming technology that actually ensures proper marking and better success. In this video, I'm going to be telling you four major things that you need to be doing 3 weeks to this jam right now to ensure that you actually score your desired score and actually be prepared for jam. And also suggest that please you actually watch the end of this video because I'm going to say something very, very important at the end of this video and I believe everybody writing jam should hear. So please pay attention. So the first thing I'm going to say is going to be related to this quote that Thomas Reed said. And he said that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. You know your four subjects that you're going to be writing in jam. You easily know which one of your subjects is giving you a problem from the past these questions you've been doing, and that is if you've been practicing anyways. But do a past question. Do all the four subjects of a specific year. Which subject do you score lowest in? That can easily help you know which subject you're actually struggling with so that you can actually focus on that subject, right? 1 out of the 3 weeks that you have towards jam. Because that subject has a higher probability of bringing down your jam score than your other scores. See, when I wrote my jam right, I had 80 something in maths. I had I think 7 something, 80 something in physics. But in my English now I had 50 something. And then in chemistry I had 60 something. So imagine now I had done better in my English now. Maybe I would have gone over to like 300. So one subject actually has the probability of bringing down your jam score much more than you think. So focus on that weakest link for 1 out of the 3 weeks, and that will actually ensure that you have a better score. So this next point is something that everybody that is writing exam should look at, and it's the fact that you need to know the football formation. For all your four subjects, I want you to do this next thing in the second week, and it's the fact that I want you to look at all your subjects. What kind of questions are common? Topics do you notice come out more often? And how familiar are you with those specific topics and question formats? See, this is going to help you a whole lot more than you think, right? You know that JAM is an OBJ course. Why are you reading for JAM like as if you're reading for theory exam? No, when you know the kind of formats they usually ask, when you know the kind of topics that usually come out in jam, your reading will be a whole lot more targeted. If you've never seen this topic in at least 5 years, why are you reading it? So knowing the topics and knowing the kind of things that are needed, right, it will help you to hone down on your energy and actually do what you need to do so that you can actually do well in jam. Don't just go about reading any single thing that you see anywhere, but notice the format of topics, notice the format of questions, and prepare accordingly. This next point is a point I used to use in my former videos, but we're bringing it back, guys, and it's the 3 P's, which is simply practice, practice, practice. When it comes to jam, right, more coverage is better than anything. See, if you're actually serious about jam, right, before you enter that jam hall, you should have covered at least 20 years in all your subjects. If you do jam this way, right, I'm 100% sure that you actually get the desired score where you want to get. But in case you're not interested, don't practice now. That one's business. But for jam, right, it requires that you actually sincerely practice because practicing will help you understand the topics that you don't really know very well so you can read them more, and it also just help you to understand the form of questions that they ask and help you to manage your time better, right? And this last one is very, very important. I always say it when it comes to jam, you need to adura, and that is you need to pray. Jam is not really a very perfect system, you know. How you know that it's not because if a system is truly perfect, people can actually get 400 over 400, but as you can see, people cannot get 400 over 400, and it's not because they're not smart enough, but simply because the system is not perfect and it doesn't really reward people for exactly what they get. So that kind of system, right, you need to just ensure that you pray and just hope that what you get, will at least be somewhat proportional to your level of effort. And that brings me on to the last point that I said is very, very important for every jam student to hear. When it comes to jam, right, I don't want you to associate your output with your person, right? I don't want you to think that, okay, because I scored maybe 206 or 195, oh, that is the kind of person, that's the level of success I am capable of doing, because there's more to life than jam. I want you to just understand there's more to life than jam. You cannot associate that one exam with your level of excellence now. Because a lot of people that time when we were writing jam, because of what they came out with, from there they just stopped being academically serious. And even when they go to university, they were not even able to attain the level of success that I know that they are truly capable of because they felt like, oh, what is the point of putting in the effort, right? If the outcome is not the desired outcome I want. But it's more important for you to do the work than for you to really see the result because that thing you're doing, that work you're putting in, right, it has a way of changing you, it has a way of making you a better person. So I don't want you to really associate yourself with the kind of result, because once again, like I said, the system is not a perfect system. So you cannot use an imperfect system to measure yourself, because the system is not accurate. So put in the work, right? Set your goals for jam and everything. But regardless of the outcome, don't associate yourself with the outcome. You are bigger than whatever your jam score is. And whatever you get at the end of the day, I promise you, after jam, beyond your life, beyond university, even in business, career, whatever you choose to do at the end of the day, you will achieve great results that will actually show you the level of success that you are capable of attaining beyond your jam score. So don't kill yourself about it, no matter what the outcome is. But put in the work, right, because you are a hardworking person. That is who you are. Don't associate that output with your level of input, because your input shows who you are, and the output more like just reflects the imperfection of the system. So please send this to somebody that you know is writing jam this year. I don't want to hear that anybody went to go and unalive themselves because of jam. It's not really worth it. You have much more to your life than jam, please. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please, Ejo, subscribe to my channel, Jerry. Because here we're all about students achieving a certain level of excellence to become better in the academics, and yeah, to be everything they're supposed to be in the academics. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye.